In ancient times, Sumerian and Akkadian societies had a specific profession that dealt with rituals and the incantation text. The expert in this field was known as the Asipu, my nemesis. So do forgive me if I step on their toes. Ironically enough, the alternative word for Asipu is mash my shoe. It would appear that their toes have already been stepped upon.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
In Akkadian, Asipu or mash my shoe means exorcist, cognate with Sumerian to interfere, exorcism, conjure, and that would be why Tutu is the envoy of the gods. They would be the representatives of the gods. The cuneiform records of their practices as exorcistic law, or simply magic. So if you practice magic, you are playing with fire. The magic is rooted in demonology, as are the gods. The Babylonian tradition believed that the corpus of texts was of great antiquity, meaning Sumerian. The Babylonian script was bilingual with Sumerian, and was said to be authored by Enki-Ea, the god of wisdom and exorcism. The previous author was the female version of the male god Mul-Lel, the precursor to Enlil, aka Mul-Me-Sarah, the precursor of Ea and the original author, but the prototype of both is Lord Zu. God of wisdom, Zu means wisdom, cognate with Sin, the great Sin, and the information related to Asipu is connected to the umbel soup, the green pea soup. Zu, wisdom, refers to the Anunnaki oracle, the voice of wisdom and blade, a weapon, and we are told Ea is the god of wisdom, meaning Zu, the ultimate Sin, the ultimate weapon of the Anunnaki. We are told, but do we listen? The Enuma Elish served as a transfer, not from Ea to Marduk, but instead to Zus, to Shush, to Mush, to overthrow and conceal, cognate with to kill and plunder. So when we see Marduk chasing Anzu, it can refer to putting the bird to flight, which means releasing the demon. Zu, who stole the tablets of destiny, which are never retrieved. In fact, all the gods refuse, in fear of being cursed themselves. We are told Zu was cursed with bird form. Obviously, Marduk is now the cursed form, as they decided to make their god in their image, yet still identified with the curse of Zu, the wings. And by doing so, it took the role of Bel, quite rightly, because Bel means the enemy, lord or master. Their enemy is now their lord, master, and container. And that is why Marduk means bitter oppression. Quite simply because Zu, through the gift or trick of immortality, creates gods so that it can eat them. They, the practitioners, become part of Legion. And, according to the narrative, they are slowly being consumed by it. I believe this is the reason why the scribes are affixed to raising the dead, in which Marduk revels, in a bid to save themselves, or their future selves. This would be how demons arise, ascend, and possibly a very good reason why the demons were put to flight, to save themselves. They are exorcising the demons. Forgive the term, but the conduit, the person possessed by demons, would be like a sort of Hogwarts for demons, as the exorcist drew out the demon by using the word Adapa, Awans, aka Iya Enki. Iya is used to draw out the demon and put them to flight, aligning with the curse of Zu, the bird form. You know them as angels. I know them as demons. This method is opposite to the Catholic exorcist, who do indeed draw their knowledge from the Asipu rituals, meaning their method has been reversed, but it's the same forwards as back, as above, so below. Now we can't tell the difference, but in the beginning we couldn't tell the difference either. This would be the sign of a black mass, where everything has been reversed. It should sound familiar because we are in a black mass. It is happening again. One of the best examples would be the word Asipu, alternatively Asipu. For example, the Asipu are addicted to the cat, which is the meaning of cat-holic exorcist. In the description of the video, I have added the work I completed on the exorcism rituals, but here and now I give you the translation of Asipu. In Turkish, ash means soup. This is bad, really bad. It is a thick green soup, and is indeed related to the Sumerian Akkadian ash, the wolf curse, Hannibalism, the partakers of the umbel soup, which continues through the worship of Zeus Lycaon, and also Saint Christopher, the Hannibal dogman of Canaan, and that will be the reason we see the dogman. It is a metaphor for those cursed by the wolf, the biblical ash. The words of Malachi, the Memetim, the Anunnaki, to the church fathers, not to the people, but to the church fathers. Do not change my word. After which they created the New Testament, and all the words that were meant for them were cast upon the people. Another example of a black mass. Because the wrath of God, the Old Testament, was directed at the church fathers. In Hebrew, ash means moth, Aish or ash. The constellation is perhaps the Great Bear, aka Orion, aka Marduk. The meaning of Aish is alive, here possibly meaning awakening the moth, or awakening the dead from their slumber, in conjunction with the previous name, Mush Elu, awakening the seven to kill and plunder. Yes, it would be the biblical beast. Psalm 39 chillingly describes God as a moth, devouring all that a person has come to treasure. For example, life, which would be the image we see of the dragon sitting upon its treasure. The demons are said to crave human form. In Sanskrit, Ashi is cognate with Zu, a sword, a knife used for killing animals, the sacrificial knife, the name of a river, breathe, the act of eating food, an act of bestowing a blessing upon others, but this blessing in line with prayer, desire, and wish, meaning curse, of the wolf. If only it was, but the wish and desire, it's not for you, it is concerning you. similar to the Fenris wolf and the Midgard serpent, who are one. And the meaning of sin, tooth. Another meaning of Ashi is the serpent's fang. One of the 8 chief medicaments, the substances used to heal. Also related to a kind of venom, cognate with a blessing or benediction. Even benediction relates to this. Ben is derived from ban, mul ban, the bow star from heaven, the origin of Anzu. Addiction means taking orders from, mul ban. This would be the red banner or robe you see almost everywhere in religion. The meanings continue: to lie or sleep upon, to pass the night in sleep, to pray for, in line with curse and wolf, to wish upon a star, meaning God, of the fallen variety, of course, to dwell, live, inhabit. Like I said, the treasure of the dragon is life, and the gate appears to be the person. They live like gods, but die as men. Ashi is cognate with Sumerian and Akkadian ash, wish, desire, wolf, curse, spider, and also one, unique, alone, referring to Zu, who is Anunnaki yet not Anunnaki. They are the flies, and it is the spider. This is a benediction, a prayer, a blessing, in disguise. The Black Mass is Asipu becoming Asibu, as B and P are interchangeable, and they are indeed related. Poo, pus, purulent matter, mucus, the gum of the eye, applied to an extremely rotten cloth. Mol ban, a cloth dyed red with blood, or applied to wood, the totem, to spoil or damage exceedingly, to make pure, cleanse, purify. Reminds me of Mr. Glass and the Beast. To refine, to clean from chaff, winnow. That's not good either, because malak refers to removing the wheat from the chaff, and similar to malak, to expiate, to atone for transgressions of those in slumber, to discern and discriminate, to think out, to devise, invent, to become clear or pure. Pu, purifying, cleansing, refining. For example, awakening Pazuzu. See the Pit P rituals and the Maklu tablet. This is the atonement for sins. Lord Zu and his legion. Asipu or Ashibu, Bu, chief attendant. Bu, usually bow, a word used to frighten children. When people are possessed, they stink. Bu, a disagreeable smell, odor, or foul smell. Ana, buana, to sink, to smell, to give a foul smell, to suspect the presence of the demon. And here we have it. Bu, not to get rid of, to continue to entertain the feelings of. Zuab, Ab Zu, for whom the lamentation rite was created. I give you some of the possible meanings of Asipu or Ashibu. The serpent's fangs, the prayer, blessing, or benediction used to spoil or damage exceedingly. The sword of discrimination equal to the weapon of death. A prayer, wish, or desire, the curse to become pure. Ascension, the curse of death. To devise a kind of venom. To devise sin, tooth, the serpent's fangs. Used to deliver poison. To suspect the presence and entertain the feelings of the serpent's fangs. The sword of discrimination, or to use a blade to frighten children. An illusion created by the magician. Of course, it's worth noting that in June, in Sunderland, UK, where I live, specifically in Keel Square, referring to the underside of a ship, aka Asipu, we are entertaining something nobody asked for, a pride festival, and overlooking which, at the same time, will be the sculpture of the knife angel, cognate with Asipu, to use a blade to frighten children, alternatively written as Zu-Bu.